On the third Sunday of each January, it is fiesta time in the Philippines as Filipino Catholics celebrate Santo Niño. And local Filipino Catholics have kept this 500-year tradition alive here for the last 20 years as they gather for a wonderful day of faith, food, fun, and family. Peggy Weber tells us more.
About 100 members of the Filipino Catholic community gathered at Our Lady of Mount Carmel Parish in Springfield to celebrate the feast of Santo Niño, the Child Jesus. The gathering commemorated when the statue of the Holy Child of Cebu was brought to the Philippines in 1521 by explorer Ferdinand Magellan. This image is celebrated with a fiesta and dancing in the streets every January in the Philippines. The Santo Niño Prayer Group of Western Mass organized the day, which has been celebrated for 21 years. Marietta Flaherty was one of the founders.
It started when my mother died. My mother was here, and she died on 1993 in March. So me and Geraldine started it with just a little infant Jesus, and then we're just maybe 9 of us were there, and now it grows bigger and bigger.
Geraldine La Rochelle said the celebration is a special connection for her.
It brings us back like we're at home too. You know, even though we are here, we're far from our, some of our family, but just to see all the Filipino, it feel like at home.
The day began with the praying of the Rosary and a procession around the church. It was followed by a traditional dance presentation of the Santo Niño statues and roses at the altar. Father Robert White, pastor of Mount Carmel, blessed the statues and welcomed the Filipino community.
The St. Nino celebration by Filipino Catholics is about faith and friends. Oh, and yes, food. But most especially, there is a sense of joy here that is absolutely contagious.
It is clear that this community has a strong, happy faith. They do not just meet once a year. The prayer group holds weekly meetings to pray a novena and socialize. And many people prayed a special 9-day novena before the feast at Mount Carmel. Olivia Stroman says the prayer group has been a great support.
I will never survive America if I do not join the Santo Niño prayer group. It's continuing the tradition, continue what we started in the Philippines. So it's like a way of being together.
The group served the traditional roast pork and also had a special program that featured other Filipino dancing. Generations gathered to continue a celebration that is almost 500 years old.
This is not an elaborate one because we don't have the dancing on the streets and like that, but just to see how we deeply love the Señor Santo Niño. He is a very powerful kid.
The women do seem to have a personal relationship with their faith. Geraldine said that when she moved to the United States, the first thing she asked her husband was to find her a Catholic church. And Olivia sums up the importance of her Catholic faith.
It's my whole life. My son asked me a question when he was like 4 years old. He asked me, what are the 3 most important things in your life? I told him, first, it's God. Second, you and my family. And third, the people I deal with.
The Santo Niño Prayer Group welcomes new members. And in addition to prayer, they have offered aid to those who were harmed by the November 2013 typhoon in the Philippines. It is truly a group that is moved by faith. For Real to Real, I'm Peggy Weber.